I don't know. I wanted to bring Sean Connery along. I like Sean Connery. And besides, he's celebrating Waterloo Week. I hope you're all celebrating Waterloo Week. Heaven knows we are here at the Armchair Dragoons. And it just seemed like the right thing to do to park out old Sean there and get us started tonight as we continue our celebration of Waterloo Week that began in such fine fashion on Saturday Night Fights with a continuation of the Battle of Quatre, Part 2 now, for Lasalle 2. I'm setting up my tweet. There we go. Et voila. Want to welcome you back to a flaming tabletop. I'm kind of proud of it. We do have a little bit of change in command tonight because we've had two folks have had to drop out. Friend David Pumphouse had to get some rest. I don't know how I don't think he sleeps, to be honest, because he's obviously 6 hours ahead of us. So it's what about 1 in the morning there, 2 in the morning. So he's ducked out, and our friend OJ has obligations to his family. So subbing in for David Pumphouse this evening, joining the side of the French, we have just Joe. Joe, how are you?
I'm doing well today. How are you?
Doing well. Glad to have you by. And subbing in on the side of the Allies, we have Achilles. Good evening.
Good evening.
And good evening to our returning commanders, Velker and the Chronologist. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
All right. So we're all set up here now. Achilles, I know what the answer is for Joe. You've tucked into to LaSalle 2 with us, haven't you?
I have.
That's what I thought. So we got to
Even
keep
though I play like I never have.
We'll definitely be paying attention to make sure we're helping Joe along so he can learn the ropes. Although I have great faith that LaSalle 2 is just one of those easier games. That's why we like it around here so much. We know that this is now the 5th turn. We've done 4 turns. There are 4 to go, so we were halfway through when we ended on Saturday. The way a turn runs is laid out is laid out over on the QRS. But the first thing we have to do is establish our momentum for the turn. To do that, we need to know how many brigades are on the table. Now, we know from last time that the Allies have 5 brigades, so they should mark that on their board with the 5 just like that. Oop, there it goes. And the French have 7. So they're going to mark that on there, so that's their points. In addition, is their baggage secure? The baggage is right here for the French. And the Allies over here. It represents their line of retreat, their line of communication, all the important stuff that I think it was David Ensign has said. That's all the stuff the guys care about. So you want to be a little respectful. And both sides have that, so they get to add 2 more. So now the French have 9 and the Allies have 7. The next thing we do is we ask if the general, there's Sam Mustafa, we have learned, doesn't like generals on the battlefield. It's something he doesn't like. So instead, he has a very simple rule where the army commander, in our case, Marshal Ney, the bravest of the brave, Duke Delkingen, as well as Sir Arthur Wellesley himself, those are their commanders. But in this game, the way it's set up now, really the only good purpose for him is to let him add a little bit of extra momentum. And so what I always ask of both Chronologist and Velker, do you want to use your generals for momentum points?
Yes. I would.
All right. In that case, you will both roll 1d6 and take half of that in points.
Oops.
All right. So Velker gets 1. The Chronologist gets 2.
I have a spare
So that
dice
means
here.
that the French should be in the vicinity of 11, I believe.
That is correct.
And that should hoist the Allies up to 8. So that's all the momentum they have for the turn. That's a good pool, I think. But now we don't use ADCs. We use the general. Skirmishing, that's the basic rule. We use the advanced rule. Huzzah. And what that has us do, we roll a die for every skirmish point on the field. You'll notice, for example, that the 1st Battalion 108th Line has a skirmish of 3. That means there's 3 dice. We have totaled those into these 2 piles. You'll see them right here. Sean is holding them in his hands. I want to hold them in your hands, Sean. There you go. He is holding them in his hands. You are hoping when you roll these things. Now, did we do anything last time to diminish our skirmish screen?
I do not think so.
Okay, because there was some square forming, but I think that had already happened.
Yes, another square got blown up, but they were already in square before that point,
Right,
so I don't think it
right.
ended up mattering.
So we have a number of 48 skirmish points for the French and a mere 27 for the Allies, although as we know, they can win. Heaven knows they can win. I ask one representative of each side to please roll those big dice fountains, and you're looking for sixes.
You want to do the honor, Jim?
Hit it, Velker.
Okay. So the white one here?
Yep.
Now you watch the dice go burr.
Oh dear.
I think we have more.
But how many more? 6. Ooh.
7, 8, 9, 10.
6 more. What that allows is for these naughty, naughty French to put out one of their skirmishers that do various bad things to an infantry or an artillery unit that it's placed in front of. Now, they can't place it just anywhere. It has to be in front of, somewhere to the front of a unit in line, like these. And it cannot be within 2 inches, a base width, of a allied cavalry unit. There are
enemy, isn't it?
none skulking.
Enemy.
There are none skulking
Enemy.
around. They're over there.
Enemy cavalry, isn't it?
I said I meant to say allied.
Oh.
Because I speak of the
you meant-
Anglo-Dutch as the allies.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I was...
No, quite all right. So now I'm asking the French, which of these allies, these Anglo-Dutch, would you like me to give a case of the skirmies?
In this case, that has to be within 16... 8 base width or 16 inches of the front of the unit you're going for. You can't pass through enemy units to get there, so I couldn't say I'm going to go over here like this
Just so.
from him. So,
Those guys aren't in line.
well, they're in mass.
Yeah, you can do it from mass too. You just can't do it from column or square.
So I think I would like to put a skirmisher on that gun.
1. 5 to go.
And we'll put a skirmisher on that gun.
4 to go.
Let's see. Do you have anything over here you want to throw out? Because you have these 3 who can potentially throw them.
Okay. Yeah, then... And I can throw them on squares?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, let's... This looks like you were massing up for an attack, so maybe on the 95th Rifles.
Mm-hmm.
Owensbrook.
Mm-hmm.
What about this?
1 more to go.
Chrono, why don't you go ahead and place the last one?
Okay. I'll throw one out here on these guys.
Oh, all the way there. Got it. Thank you.
I
All
have a
right.
question.
What's this?
Does it matter which part of the facing of the square the skirmisher's on?
No.
Mm,
It is said that they are affecting the square.
Okay.
it's sort of abstract.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's out there. There's a cloud of fellas that are skirmishing at them, and they don't like it. Also, the other thing that tells us is because the French won that phase by getting more 6s, they are first. So they can do the first thing, whatever it is, chosen from the list of available orders. Chrono, what would you like your first order to be?
Okay. So this is where we start thinking about what will trigger interrupt and what won't. Unfortunately, we're close to the enemy, so almost everything we do is going to trigger an interrupt. There is one thing we can do, which will not, which is a bombardment. So I think I'm going to start with that.
All right, that costs 1 of those momentum points, but it allows you to fire all the guns you like. This gun, was this recently...
That is still limbered. I've only unlimbered 2 of them. The other gun's still...
Okay, well then one of those 2 things should go to the side. If that's limbered,
No.
this goes away.
No. That gun's there. This is a separate gun. There were 3 guns.
Oh, that's a third gun. Forgive me. All right, where are you going? Who's going first?
I'm going to go that way.
All right, they're going to fire over this, and because it doesn't hit water or a hill, that is going to bounce. That is a field artillery piece, which has a range essentially the length of the board, so it's going to bounce through. You're going to take a look there, Joe, and see that it has a firepower of 4 and a 2 hit of 4. That means in order to hit these guys here, he's going to roll 4 dice, and he needs a 4 or better to get a possible hit.
Simple enough.
Only 1. Oof.
And he's going to roll back here. On bounce through, it only hits on a 6. So he rolls 4 dice for 6s.
Nothing.
All right. Another gun to fire. That one there. Look at it.
That is in volley range, so he'll have to volley.
When you are in volley range, that's essentially canister. It doesn't bounce, but you do get double your firepower as the damage. So he's going to roll 8, and because it's heavy, do you get to roll 1s and 2s or just 1s?
It's just 3 roll 1s, but I can't fire it now because it's a bombard order.
Oh, good point. Thank you.
It'll have to go when we do the volley order.
And this gun here is masked. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, an important part, however, of Lasalle. This gun, later on, once it gets cleared up, could be issued a separate order to bombard. The catch is, these guys don't get to do it again.
Yes. The simplest way we think we've said before is everyone can do everything once.
There you go. Just so.
Except you cannot bombard and volley in the same turn if you're a gun.
Right. So, given that that's all you can do, Chrono, now we have to attempt to hang this damage on the unit. There's one possible hit. This unit has a resolve of 3. To hit it, Chrono now rolls 1d6 and must roll a 3 or better.
And does.
He has done this. I look now and see that he has a current strength of 2, which now plummets to a rather tragic 1. He is already fatigued because he was already below the number in parentheses next to the strength. That means he is, as I say, fatigued. The biggest thing being he cannot charge into combat. He also takes other penalties. All right, so, and now Chrono's going to pay a point for that, which I see he has done. And now you can do another thing because a bombard does not trigger an interrupt.
Right. So, I have a few thoughts. I may do some movement on this side here.
Uh-oh. Destruct, Red, Ian, and Robert. Good to see you all. Thanks for coming by to celebrate Waterloo Week with us.
We could also shoot if you wanted to. With that. And then
go ahead, Chrono, sorry.
Then they'll shoot back at us. So there's a few things we could try and do here.
So these cavalry, it looks like have they already bounced off these squares, or are they in the...
Oh, sorry.
Are they in the midst of attacking them, or...
This guy's attacked several times and been repulsed.
This guy got crazy.
And these guys, will you note, have lancers, which means they can reroll 1s and 2s when they attack against squares, which turned out very good for me.
Okay, cool.
You'll notice there's this unit over here of the 32nd Foot that was destroyed by their charge.
Mm.
And so, but like I said earlier, almost everything we do is going to trigger an interrupt at this point. So at this point, I'm just debating what to do first that will be least painful.
Well, do you want to volley that other cannon, maybe? If you're...
We may as well volley and see what we can do.
A volley is a universal order, so everybody that is eligible can volley. We typically go right to left or left to right. Chrono, where do you want to start?
Let's start on the left, I guess.
All right, we'll start on your left. These guys are shook, but that don't matter.
They'll have 5 dice, eating 5s.
Yeah. So, and did we decide that it's everybody?
No, that guy in the end's out of range, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So the way this works, Joe, in most units, the 2 middle have 2 dice each. The 2 flank companies each have 1. The British are different They have the special ability Rapid Fire, which gives them 2 up and down the line. So these French units here are 2, 2, 5. So it's 2, 4, 5. They're going to roll 5 dice. They usually need a 4, but because they are fatigued, they need a 5.
Look at that, 2 hits.
Yeah. Scooch over here. They got anything? They do not.
Guys,
These guys.
this gun.
Oh, that gun. That's right. That's a volley gun now, isn't it?
Yes.
That's 8 dice for 4s.
Rerolling ones because it's heavy.
Mm-hmm. This could hurt. And does not.
Got 2. Well, I got 2, but I have 3. I have 3 1. Yeah, so it's 2 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter.
Wow. Ooh.
That was poor. Oof.
That gun apparently did not notice that there were Dutch people there, or Hanoverians there.
I know, no kidding.
All right, so this group of French, I think Chrono is still yours. The way the fire works, Joe, is that it is 45 degrees off of each base. Each base is a separate fire, so this all is in range. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dice, usually for 4s. But these guys are in square. So that is now 3s.
And just to note really quick while we're talking about it, in terms of fire, normally, if they have something straight ahead of them, they have to shoot at it. They can only start angling off if they don't have a target dead ahead of them in this alleyway they throw.
Yes.
And a battalion can split fire.
Yes.
Sometimes it has to.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes it has to.
All right.
Let's see. So it's
6 for 3s. A little better there.
Yeah, that's average. That's about right.
All right, that guy, he's got a
Peek.
shot there, yeah. And
He will shoot there.
Now, these guys are in mass, which is the other major formation in Lasalle. They do not get the full benefit of their formation. They are allowed to fire 1 die from each base. That will be 1 die. That'll be 2 dice for 3s.
Two hits.
Cool.
Now we are over to your boys, I think.
Yep. Now it's your turn. This guy here, he can shoot there. This is that's going to be one. What's that?
Yeah. No, sorry, I was measuring something else.
That's going to be 1 die for 3.
Okay.
A single base firing at these 95th rifles.
1 die, you say?
Yes, sir.
3.
Got
What
it.
do you know?
And now we go. I don't think. Is that a half a base width?
I think it is. It's your call, though.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Volker says yes. He is feeling magnanimous. It's going to be 2 dice. It would usually be a 4. It goes down to a 3 because they're in square, but it goes back up to a 4 because they are fatigued. 2 dice for 4.
Yeah.
You get 1 more die.
Okay. Yep. Let me roll that again. That's a 1 and a 6.
Second one hit.
Yep.
You look over here. You can have some. This guy's going to go there. This guy.
Yes,
got to
go
go there
yeah.
too. I think. Has he got range? Yep.
Yeah.
So that's 2 dice again for 4s.
Two hits.
2 hits.
Look at that. Now, one of the neat things about Lasalle is that this guy here, single company, essentially, he's in range of that square, so he gets to shoot. That's 1 die for 3s.
Nope.
This guy here, and this guy there. Now, usually, like all the Sam Mustafa rules, you know what? I kind of want to do this, and I'm going to do it.
It's up to you.
Yeah, like all Sam Mustafa rules, you can't shoot from the water.
Also, technically you can't form squares in water either, but we...
Right. So we did both. There you go. Now all better. Sam is pleased. So we got this guy, and this guy that can all see that horse. That is 3 dice for 4s.
All right. Come on, 4s.
Hey, look at that.
2
Yep,
hits.
2 hits.
Potential. I think that's it. All right, now we go back and see if you can get them to stick. Chrono, that is 2 dice for 3s.
Ugh.
Ooh, those guys caught a break.
Yep.
2
Same
dice
there.
for 3s again.
Got one. Think that will disrupt them.
It does. These guys, being Landwehr, get all fatigued much more quickly than their regular troop buddies. They have to be rallied far more regularly. These guys are just such a disaster.
That should not be there.
Was that the artillery? Yeah.
That's from artillery.
Yeah, it had to be.
So.
Now that I look at the range. This square, that's still Chrono, 4 dice for, what is it?
5.
5s. The
Because
Royal Scots. They've been taking a pounding.
Got 2.
Ooh, that's a bunch, actually. Still nowhere near enough to disrupt them. 2 dice. This is the 79th foot. 2 dice for 4s.
Nothing.
Nothing there. 1 dice for 5s. That's the 95th.
Don't take the 79th.
Nope.
Nothing.
How about up there, the Osnabrück Kielsmanega? That is 1 dice for, I'm sure that's 3.
Yeah, that
Yeah, 1 dice for 3.
Oh!
No! Not a thing! This could be better. The 28th foot, 2 dice for 4.
One.
No!
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Catching a little bit of a break. And those horse, let's see if maybe... Now, horse tend to be 5s, and I'm pretty sure these are. Yep.
They should be, yes.
Yeah, that's 2 dice for 5s.
All right.
Hey, you got them both.
Wow. That was a little bit of vengeance on that. No doubt about it.
I'll take it.
Doesn't disrupt, though. All right. So now, as Chrono suggested, because you have volleyed and you have that triggers an interrupt option, I assume the allies would like to interrupt?
Velger?
I believe so.
What would you like to do?
Fair question.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we could volley.
Why don't we bombard first? Because that won't cause an interrupt, right?
Yeah, bombarding is always free, right? Well, it's not free. It costs a point, but...
But, well, let's see. How close are these guys? Because artillery volley is nasty.
Indeed.
Well, no, it is nasty, but in a bombard, you're going to get all 3 of these battalions, too.
So I guess we could bombard first. I'm fine with that.
All right. How many guns you got?
2.
The 2 of them? Which one do you want to go first?
Start with this one.
All right, whose gun is that?
This one? That's me.
No, that's mine.
All right, that one's yours? Oh, that's right, yeah, because OJ's over here.
Yeah, that's your only one. Both
All
of
right.
these are mine.
Oh, those 2. Got it, yeah. The one that got brought back. All right, so you saw it had a skirmisher on it. It would usually be 3 dice for 4, but because it is it had a skirmy on it, this shot over here at these guys is 3 dice for 5. Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Not 2 again.
3 dice for 6. 3 dice for 6. Wow.
Ineffective.
Okay, Velker, that was not the
through
plan.
the ranks. All right, we get rid of this skirmisher, but this guy's... Is that even, though? I think that's probably... That's going to be a volley.
That's got to be the volley order.
Yeah, that's going to be a volley order, so that stays on there. So that was your bombard. Did you pay a point for it? Velker?
I did not.
All right, if you would, please.
Hold on. I got it.
You got it? All right.
Okay.
Now, do you wish to volley? You want to do something else?
You want to volley now, Achilles?
If we move something, can you move this foot artillery
Yes.
or unlimber it?
Yes. I believe
he could do a formation change, which if it's not close to the enemy does not trigger an interrupt. He can move, which if it does not get close to the enemy does not trigger an interrupt.
Well, Velker, I was thinking about this, and if you move, let's see, how far does that gun move? Like 6. If you move it somewhere in this vicinity, so that it's aiming down the row of these squares when you unlimber it, that could be devastating. Or you could just unlimber it right where it is, because you got all these columns in front of you too. What do you think? Is he thinking
He has to pay that point singly because he is not in brigade command cohesion, which is 8 inches. And so he can just go a limbered artillery, however, he has a 20-inch move.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, they can move very quickly.
They're brisk. All right, so did you pay a point for that move?
I did.
All right. And you can't move anything else. Now you may continue. You are not within 8 inches of the enemy.
Now we can volley.
All right.
You wish to volley, left or right?
Start on the left, and that's a point, right?
1 point. All right, we'll start on the left with this with these squares, I guess.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
What?
Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah.
My French sympathies just showed. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Guilty, guilty, guilty. This guy here. That's gonna be. It starts there. That's 1 die for 4. Yes.
Hey, there you go.
And I believe this should be in range, yeah? Yep. 1 die for 4. No. This square, this is a skirmisher, so everybody coming out of there is going to get that penalty. This is 1 die for 5 at those horses.
That's you, Achilles.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry.
I lost connection. I'll be back in a second.
I thought I heard a pop. All right.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nothing there. All right. This guy in. Oh, that's them. Okay. Yep. Now let's talk about the 95th. Ooh, they put a whammy on you. However, they have rifles which are an upshift. So that guy, yep, and that guy. So that's 2 dice for 4s.
Is he really an arc?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's 2 dice for 4s from the 95th?
That's you, Velker.
Sure it is.
It's from the middle to the corner, right?
Oh, yeah. Wow, how's that? How did I miss that bad?
We were like over here.
Okay. Yep, that's just 1. You're right, spoken like a gentleman. 1 die for 4. Nope. Nothing there. These boys. That is 1 die for 4. Which way? What is with you and the 2s? 1 die for 4. There you go.
Yeah. Wait, is he 4 because his horse? What?
No, that's later. That's the resolve.
Oh, I thought it was. Starting to hit.
What?
Yep. Colonel just went away again.
Did I? I can see you guys moving.
Okay.
Oh,
It just.
I don't know if it's you or if it's me.
Well, Chrono's
'Cause,
in.
yeah,
It just said.
yeah.
Steam connection failed with chronologist now. So maybe
Okay,
it's
so
just delayed.
he's here as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you guys' hands moving.
All
I'm
right,
not getting
so
a
we're good.
delay.
So that square is done.
It didn't happen earlier.
Not at this square.
This guy's regulars.
These guys have a shot at it.
Oh yeah, they do. Look at that.
I think we have 2 bases.
2 bases.
Just
Mm-hmm.
That's
So we
4
have
dice
4.
for 4. Two.
2 twos.
This guy is going to be 1 dice for 4.
Who's he shooting at?
He's good. Nope. This guy's 1 dice for 4, straight ahead. Nope. That guy. How about this? How about this? Yep. Also 1 die for 4, right there. Yep. Nothing. This is a volley, which was going to paste them right in the puss. That's going to hurt, I think. But it is a skirmish.
Yep.
So we'll... I think...
Do these guys get to shoot back at the people that were shooting at them?
They were not shot. They were not shot at, were they?
I didn't shoot at them. You guys shot straight ahead. This guy might have a. This
Yeah,
guy might
that
have
guy's
a
got a
shot.
shot. This guy does not. This guy doesn't. This guy does. So that's... This here is 1 shot for 5.
Nope.
Now the cannon. That is 6 shots for 5s because of the skirmisher. One. You guys have not been tearing it up. 2 dice for 4s.
Yeah, that's violating our plan here.
Ooh, there you go.
Could be bad.
And we'll wrap it up with these guys right here on the end. No shot.
I
But
think
these
They
are
aren't
they out?
range. I don't think they're out of range.
Yeah, they're out of range.
Long out. Okay. All right. Well, that was a bunch of firing. Let's see if it's effective. Velker, we start here. 1 die for 4. It is not. Over here, 1 die for 5. No. Looking. 2 dice for 4. Oh,
Got those guys.
yeah, for some reason those guys are like, why did I get picked? Doesn't shake them, though. They are strong. They're strong. This is 1 die for 4.
Yeah. Take off the whole base.
Yoink. Not my intention.
Don't take my men.
Sorry about that. And now this one, 3 dice for 4. I think that's you, Achilles.
Yeah, it is.
2.
That gets him, I think.
Oh, it
Yep.
does. That's a wipeout. And so that's a decrease in the skirmish value of the French by 3.
Yep. I just so marked.
Thank you. All right. So that, Joe, is how musketry works, how cannon fire works. Let's see what now, because volley fire passes it back to the French, what you want to do now.
Well, you could rally Jamin. So these guys in front of or Tissot, these guys in front of. Well, these guys can't. They have permanent disruption. These guys might be able to rally.
Okay.
It would trigger an interrupt, but that might give you a chance to start moving up on these guys.
All right, let's do that. We haven't done rallying yet,
Sure.
so let's try and
Rallying
rally.
for Jaman. So what we do is we look at the damaged men in Jaman's brigade, because this is done by brigade, and we determine that he has a total strength of 6, but a current strength of 4. That would mean 4 points of damage. However, one of those points of damage is permanent. He can't roll it off. So now, therefore, he's going to roll 3 dice, trying to get back as close as he can to full. Usually what you need is a 3 or better, unless you are near the enemy, which these guys are, or if you're resilient, which some guys are. So in this instance, he is close to the enemy. He is not resilient, so he rolls 3 dice trying to get 4s. Anything that doesn't go 4 or better becomes a permanent disruption.
Okay, so 3 dice.
Ouch.
Well, one's not bad.
Okay, so now the current strength becomes 3, and you have
Changes
a
it up.
permanent disruption of 3. The one thing that does do, it gets rid of your fatigue.
Yeah.
Now we check anybody else in Jamin have damage.
This guy.
All right. He is also within range of the enemy. Highlight
He
him.
gets 2 dice, I believe.
He is 6, 3, 2. Accurate. 2 dice looking for 4s.
Looking for 4s.
That's better.
Got him.
There we go. Fixed. Anybody else?
I think that's everybody in Jaman who's taken hits so
I think
far.
that's it. All right. You did that close enough to the enemy to let the enemy take a turn. Allies, you want something to do?
All right, Velker, what are we going to do?
Do you have moves that you need to do?
I'm kind of curious about. Wonder what would happen if these guys went into the town.
E4 Airmen. Welcome.
I believe
Welcome,
they
welcome.
don't make it in.
You can only get
What's that?
2 inches. You can only get a base with forward.
Right,
so
yeah,
want-
you're only going to be able to go, you're going to do a couple of things. Number one, this is a complication because of the river, the stream. Number two, it's going to be, as Chrono said, close to the enemy. So you're going to get 2 inches forward. That's it. You won't even, you'll just barely get to Jamiancor.
Okay. Well, I suppose that wouldn't be worth it then.
Like, do you want do you need to maneuver any of Kilnsega or best, or like these guys right there, rally them? 'Cause
Some
they're
of
not-
these guys best here can't really be rallied. They got 1 point. They can rally 1 point.
These guys, you mean?
I can't do a whole lot. Most of my guys are in square, so they can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that now. No point in trying to get them out of there.
Good to see you, Dalinor.
Yeah, I can't see any moves that we need to make. So you want to just go ahead and try to rally?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, where do you want to rally? That is by brigade.
Let's- Well, it looks like best is on my side. What about on your side? Do you have anybody you can rally on your side?
Well, most of my guys aren't that hit.
Okay. I think best is probably the best choice.
All right. So we'll start out with Verdun's battalion here. They have 1 point they're attempting to rally off. Unfortunately, they are close to the enemy, so that's going to be 1 for 4.
1 for 4. Boy, it's almost not worth it. More likely to break and run away. Nope.
All right. So unfortunately, the problem is that becomes permanent. So now he's kind of stuck where he is. How about your guy here? Did Lindenberg have anything? He did, but that's permanent, so he can't do anything. That is also permanent. He has Osterode has 1 for 4.
He is
He
in
was
range.
within 8.
Barely.
Checked it.
1 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
For 3, he's not within it. He's not within.
Oh,
anything.
right, yeah, 1 for 3. Oh,
Got
got
the 6
it.
anyway.
Got it big time anyway. The one guy that doesn't really matter gets it back. God bless him. All All right, and then that's going to be it. You did that close to the enemy. French.
Okay. I have one thing I want to do. I'm going to pay 1 for a move. We're going to shoot this field artillery.
Right. Did you see that? Did you see that horrible move that Chrono just made, Joe? That's legal.
Yes. Wait. It's not because we're French, right?
No, what we give because we're French is we don't pay for in mass. You don't pay extra momentum point for charging.
Right.
Okay. Well, I just remember in Shaco.
Oh
weird
yeah.
French
No,
rules.
100%.
That is kind of weird in a Napoleonic game, seeing a guy shuffle over there. Okay.
There are some destruct, but not many.
Do you want to try and go? I mean, these guys haven't been shot up too bad yet. They're still at 5, and this guy would be hitting him with a 3. It's not really.
That move is in the face of the enemy, though, Chrono.
Yeah, I know. No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it is. That's right there.
Oh, he started outside, so I was gonna try and stay out of that. So let me pull that back.
Yeah, little did you know, Joe, in Lasalle 2, Sam takes advantage of the fact that the French artillery had pivoting wheels.
Oh,
Kind of like on a like on a shopping cart.
I see. Swivel casters.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to activate Walthier here.
Here we go.
This is gonna be kind of expensive, though.
And what he means by that, Joe, is certain things cause complications, which cost extra momentum. One of the real revolutions in this game is terrain does not slow you down. It just costs you momentum.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Why does that cost more? He interpenetrated.
And I was starting on this bad terrain.
Yep.
So
that's going to be 3.
And the good thing about moving near the enemy is if you're moving near the enemy, normally you're restricted, but if you're pulling back from the enemy, you can basically go as far as you want.
And you get out of range, which he has here done.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just slide over that way.
Wheeling units? What's the deal with wheeling units? Is there any wheeling?
Wheeling only matters insofar as you have to track total distance moved by a base. It usually isn't necessary. The one place it really does come in, though, before you charge, you can turn up to 45 degrees, which is 3 clicks, and then you must go straight.
Okay.
You then must make contact with the center of your unit with any part of his unit.
Okay. Sure, we'll get into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys are so close, it seems likely. You all set with Walthier?
That's it.
All right, so you got 3 points out of that deal. So 3 points for that, and back to the allies if they have anything they want to do.
No, we forgot to take our point off for the last turn. Okay.
And remember, you can unlimber and fire this gun if you wish. That is 2 separate points, but you can do it.
Sounds like a great thing to do. What do you think, Velker?
Let's go for it.
I believe God has whispered in our ear.
This is the way you unlimber. You see what I think it's Achilles just did? You stick the gun in front of the limber and pull off the limber.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes. That is a point. Now that is a formation change, which means that any other allied unit on the board can make a formation change. If they do it close to the enemy, it turns it back to the French.
I would like to put these guys back in line, but then they would get
But-
to go.
I think you're going to want to shoot
Guys aren't
first.
looking at me anymore.
Or you can shoot it and then do it, but that's,
That'd be expensive.
it is.
Yeah, shoot the gun, shoot the gun.
We can still do that. They just get a turn.
What he's saying is if you shoot the gun, they don't get a turn.
What would they do?
And then you can do
And then
what
do
you
whatever
want to
you
do
want.
right after.
If you fire that gun, they don't get a turn.
Right, but what would they do in that turn? Is my question.
No.
I don't know, but whatever tricky thing Chrono might come up with, it won't be good for us.
I think that's a reasonable supposition. Allies, what you doing? Shooting that gun?
Yeah, I was just going.
All right, so I'm assuming, Achilles, you paid the 1 point for the limber. It's now
Not yet.
Okay, you have to do that. This is now a point for the. Does it go all the way? It goes all the way.
And then one more for the shooting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're down to 2.
Yeah, this is 3 dice for threes. Up here at the front, it's 3 dice for threes because they're in square.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh wow,
3 for 6.
that's gonna hurt.
And 3 for 6.
got one.
Oh.
3 for
wow.
4 back here. That you, Velker?
Oh yeah, I don't know why I thought they did. Got them all.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, doggy.
That is 3 more. That's gonna shake him.
You can just ride that off.
Yeah, had he not.
Yeah, no kidding.
And 1 for 4.
No.
Still a pretty
It's
good
the
shot.
2.
That's a pretty good shot, though.
I'll take it.
All right, so that takes another point down. You have the you are in charge, I guess I would say, of the you have initiative. What do you want to do, if anything? And Joe, you may pass if you wish. If both sides pass in turn, the turn ends.
Do you
Okay.
have any...
So it's risky passing if you still want to do stuff. If you're trying to wait the other guy out, then you just pass and say, okay, that's it, turn's over. We're going back to the top.
Yep.
We got a handful of momentum. We shouldn't pass yet. There's still stuff to do, right?
Yeah, there's still some stuff I want to try doing.
Yeah.
Do you
Hey,
have
Velker.
formation changes to do?
Hey, Velker. What do you think about charging that square you just hammered? What do you think your chances are?
How does that count out?
It's going to be 3 for the square against 4 for the cav.
Not going to have a huge advantage.
Got a +1 advantage, but he's down to his current
How
strength's
is he
down
not
to
a 0,
2.
Wait. Because he's in square. Current strength is 2. He's +1 for strong position. in
Oh,
his
that's right.
cavalry.
That doesn't count as poor. It'll take me my life to remember that that's not poor formation.
Why would that be?
Because cavalry is hitting a unit in square. So he gets a +1.
So it would be 4-3. But if you win, that battalion disappears.
You win outright. Yeah, you destroy the battalion.
It's a
And-
gamble.
True, but hear me out. If you take this square out, okay,
Yeah.
then you get a huzzah, right?
Yep.
Then you can hit this entire group here in the flank.
I don't think he has enough momentum to do that.
We have 2 more.
Yeah, it'll cost you your last 2, because going into combat is 2.
Oh.
Unless you shock or you have assault columns, attack columns.
Which he does
Well,
not.
At the very least, it'll force these suckers into square.
True.
You gonna do it?
Yeah.
All right. That's all his mo. Slide him in. You know you're gonna hit him. Bonk.
I'm not touching you.
No, you're not touching him. You're right. So that becomes a 4.
4-3.
Yeah. It's interesting that the shaken doesn't matter for that.
Disappointing.
7. And Chrono's got a 3.
Oh, no, it's those are Joe's boys.
Oh, Joe.
Haha!
Oh,
Oh.
man.
So
That hurt.
So interestingly, though, once again, this is one of the interesting things about Sam's rules. You do not win, but you only take a disruption and go back an inch.
And the infantry stands pat.
Mm-hmm.
So go back 2 inches?
1 inch. Just 1 inch.
A half
Well,
a base width.
I was kind of counting on you winning that, Velker.
French squares hold strong.
my clever plan just went right down the crapper there on that one.
They're out of momentum, so I'm gonna do a few things here.
Mm-hmm.
Save a little bit. I'm thinking we need to attack on the right here.
All right. What do you want to do? Because we got 4 left. I'm trying to figure out the math.
Well, I was just thinking that since we have mass columns here that's not disrupted and there's a nice juicy square up there, do we have enough? Do we have an?
He's beat up, and he's probably not going to win that fight. Is the problem. So.
And he's going to have poor terrain.
But
True.
what we would do is we pay 2 to pull him back. Then we need to pay another 2 to send the next guy in. Is the only problem, which would use up the rest of our momentum.
Okay.
But you gotta pull it. You probably need to pull this guy at the front anyway. He's just gonna be sitting there, not doing much.
Right. I want to get, if they're not going to be combat effective, I want to get them out of there. So, but Chrono, if you've got a grand plan.
I have a plan. I'm not sure if it's a grand plan.
So, all right.
I mean,
if you've got something that's a better thing for us to do it.
Let's at least pull this guy back.
Okay.
So you grab him and you can just pull him straight back, but you must get outside of 8 inches.
He gets 12 though to get outside of 8, so he's got to end up back here somewhere, basically.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go a ways back. Yep, that'll do.
It does cost 2 though because of all the interpenetration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Passage of lines, etc.
Does he turn around or does he just stay like that? Whoa, man, a lot less restrictive game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam in this game, like you basically move wherever you want until you get close to the enemy, because you're not under pressure or anything. So what I was thinking of doing was doing a formation change, throwing this gun out, clearing the line of fire here, and then doing a last volley to have both these guys pour canister into these squares.
That sounds awesome.
Okay. So I'll pay 1 point for a global formation change. And this is going to do this.
The way formation change works, you pick a guiding base and just form around it. That base maintains formation and facing, I should say.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's very loose.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. Let's do that. Any formation changes you want to do?
That's your guys.
It's global, so it can be your boys if you want, but
no, I think I'm okay.
okay.
I mean, I could take this square and shake him out in the line this way and get like 3 dice on.
You might as well. He's not. You're out of his front arc, so
yeah, let's do that.
You might as well do it.
Yep. Okay, we'll do that.
Form off this guy and then move the flag base where appropriate, and you're done.
I will. All right, I got that.
All right. In the meantime, while he's doing that, I'm going to pay my last point for another volley.
Mm-hmm.
And this time I'm going to start over here because now this guy has a shot. Now that he only got a friend in front of him.
2 for 4. No, 1 for 4. That guy doesn't really, does he? No.
Okay.
1 for
I'll
4.
just do the one. I'll take the shot anyway. Mm-hmm. And miss.
The gun?
This guy has a shot now. Because he got a mass.
1 for 5. 3. 1 for 3. 1 for 3.
Miss.
Oh.
The gun, though, isn't canister range.
4 for 3.
It's going to be 8.
8 for 3.
Because canister.
Cause canister. 6.
6. I'll take it.
Fatigued. Apparently not. Gotta get my other markers. Hang on a second. I only got 2 markers and I can't keep them straight.
I was over here. I am about to shoot at that guy, but with a different gun.
Another
This is
8
a
or
horse
6.
gun.
6.
It's going to be 6 because
Six
it's
for
a mere horse gun. 6 for 3. 5.
Wow, that's some good rolls.
Yeah, let's see if we convert them. And then you have your boys over here. I think you have half a base here, so. Although these guys now are can also shoot now because they're unmasked. So. So might as well do that first.
Which one's this?
These
Right
boys.
here.
Oh, the guys that got cleared. Yeah. Yep. 2 for 3.
2 for 3. Okay. Oops. Got him.
And I think you get 5 here. I think you get.
I tell you what, call it. Give me a die roll, odd or even, because that's literally halfway.
Okay.
So-
These are yours. They're yours, Joe. So I'll let you call
Joe,
that.
call it odd or even before you roll it.
I'll call it odd.
All right.
It's not.
Even. All right. That's
Okay.
3. 3 for
3
4.
dice. Take 1.
I'll take a hit.
That could be serious down the road. We'll see. Okay. All the way over here on the left.
Royal Scots.
Oh boy, this is a biggie. 6 for 5.
Come on.
Not the Royal Scots.
Got him!
Oh!
Holy
Oh!
My
Oh!
goodness.
A grim
Royal
wipeout.
Scots just got blasted to shreds by canister.
Oh,
Oh my
how horrible.
God.
How very, very horrible.
Not a single corpse will be able to be recognized.
Fine red mist. My goodness.
Oh.
6 for 4 there.
Kills
5.
everywhere.
5.
Oh, 5 for 4, sorry.
Come on, see a repeat. 3.
3.
That's
I'll
still
take-
pretty good.
It's still
they're-
pretty good.
Yeah, they're good, but they're shaken, but they're still there.
This is why cancer against squares is ugly. That's what cancer.
Sure. All right. 2 for.
Two-
Got somebody else there? No. 2 for 4.
No.
Oh my god, I saw it tip over from the 4.
And 1 for 5.
Hey,
Got
got
it.
it. think I'll shake 'em.
That'll shake them, yeah. Well, good use. Definitely good use. Holy cow, does the Allied line have a problem? There appears to be a hole in it.
A small issue in our plan.
Just
Yes.
a tiny issue, a small, a smidgen.
Our plan is not going according to plan, Velker.
All right, that is this takes us to turn 6. I believe we'll all remember how this went. The Allies, despite their loss, do not lose any skirmishers because those guys were in square. Let's go back to it. 5 brigades to 7 brigades. So it's 5 to 7. Both have the baggage, so it becomes 7 to 9. I assume you're both going to use the general, so somebody's got to roll me a 1d6 and divide it in half.
Let's go. Ugh,
1.
not as good as it could be.
Go ahead, Velker.
Falcon. This is your rolling for your general. Also 1. So that should give us a total of 8 to 10. Pretty tight
had-
as far as that goes.
did pretty okay with skirmishers last time, so
Yeah, let's. Who's got that? Who's going to do the skirmish roll this turn?
Achilles, you go for it.
All right, Achilles, make
Really?
the fountain happen.
Not doing well today.
All right.
45 to 27. Somebody on the French side.
go for it, Joe.
Not seeing a ton of sixes.
4 again.
4 again.
Yeah, I only got 4.
I mean, we just need to beat 4, so.
Yeah, 4.
4. A
Four to
tie.
I
So-
know there's something here about ties. I just
Yeah, no, it goes the French, I believe, retain initiative,
but no, you don't get any.
but you
fancy
get no
skirmish.
skirmishers, right?
But the initiatives, I mean,
The initiative is very important. I'll
yeah.
take
It depends. It isn't as important now. About 4 turns ago, it was huge.
Yes, it was.
And it was.
Yeah, I'll still take the initiative now. I'm not going to complain about it.
Yeah, no. It's amazing though, given how many dice you're rolling. The fact that it still comes out even.
It's probably by design. It's probably-
Yeah, I'm sure that. No, I have no doubt that actually Sam modeled that. What does it say? Nope. Roll a tiebreaker, please.
So 1d6.
1d6.
You want to do it?
Achilles got a 3.
All right.
French
6.
have the initiative.
Oh my god.
But no skirmishers have been placed. Yeah, the French have not. The French have gotten all the rolls tonight. This has been hot. No skirmishers out, I assume. I didn't see any. They should all be gone. And just so you know, Joe, they get cleaned up. Any that didn't get activated, as you saw, get picked up at the end of the turn.
Okay.
So they're all gone. French, use your momentum first. Away with you.
I paid 1, and we're going to open up with bombardment.
Hmm.
Starting with these guys here, I'm going straight ahead.
All right.
Makes sense.
Can't go anywhere else because otherwise it gets masked. So
And so, once again, why don't I have these to hand?
should
4
be
for
4.
4.
Yep. Only a mere 1.
Hmm.
Attritional.
4 for 6.
Yep.
Nope.
Nothing. Over here, we're going to shoot over that way.
4 for 4. 4 for 6.
Hey, you got 1. Otherwise, that's it. The other guns are all in volley range.
All right. So we'll do this one here first. That's the East Essex boys. 1 for 4.
Hung 1. First hit of the game for them.
Yeah, they thought they were. I actually think they rallied one back.
That's true.
But you know, this is cruel. 1 for 3.
Hung it.
I mean, seriously. Let me do this. And 1 for 3.
Hung it.
This Landwehr, I tell you.
I think we maybe probably volley next. To try to exploit our success.
Yeah. There is a big gaping hole here. If we can pressure the line in other places.
Yep. Pay a point and we will volley.
All right, left to right or right to left?
Let's start left. Got 1 there.
1 for 4.
No. My reserve artillery. This again. They didn't do so hot last time though, so let's see.
8.
That's better.
5.
Yep. That is a shaken marker.
Doggone it.
think they're just out here, but
In.
all right. So a single die.
Mm-hmm.
A hit.
Mm-hmm.
These two going here.
2 for 3.
1. And then 6.
6 for 3.
Another 5.
Wow.
You now have a clear shot at the rifles there. So
Yep. So that's what, 2 for
3s.
3.
got him.
This guy can probably go that way.
Yep.
Maybe
No way.
not.
2
Okay.
for 4s.
Yeah. All right.
1 for 3. No, 1 for 4. They're still fatigued.
Nope.
2 for 3.
One.
Take 1.
1 for 4.
Got him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. No, we got to do different because they're shaking. So that's 1 for. That is 1 for 5.
1 for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4s.
Got 2 of them.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, that's a whole lot of hitting going on, French people. Let's see what happens. 5 for 3s. Ah,
Got him.
they're dead.
Oh.
That is 2 skirmish points off of them.
All right, we're taking down the Allied skirmishing by 2.
Essex is 1, right? Yeah.
Essex, yeah, is 1 for 4. Hot hand. Hot hand. A little crazy out there.
6 for 4.
Shoot. Uh-huh.
2.
Yeah, it turned a little against you. But that is enough.
Yeah.
It's 2 for 5.
One.
Got 1.
And 2 for 4.
Got 1.
And 2 for 5s.
Got 1. I'll take it.
Yeah, so will I. That cavalry unit is pretty much blown at this point.
Yep. Well,
Unless they rally it, but
yeah, I
yeah.
was going to say, you can go rally.
Yep.
You got rid of his shaken marker.
Oh, yeah, he's more than a little shaken. We know that. All right. Well, that after that bruising bombardment and volley, it is the Allies' opportunity to interrupt.
Yeah. Well, sir, what are we doing, General?
I don't
You want
know.
to bombard?
Yeah, I suppose we bombard. We got good shots there.
Yeah, all our guns are open now, so.
Yeah, you know why they're open? Because all your guys that were standing between them are dead.
That's right.
Perhaps so.
Look on
We-
the bright side.
We got those guys out of the way. Now we can really fight.
Yeah.
Red Sax is singing "Flower of Scotland" in the chat. Oh, that is so funny to me. Ian, shame. He's now claiming that entire brigade is now unkempt.
Oh, jeez.
Gunfire. We're just going to gunfire. Which one do you want to bombard with?
Start left, go to right.
Left, go to right. Okay.
The big square shot.
Yeah. That's 2 square shots and a line shot, all of which hit. So that's gonna be 3 at the front. 3 for 3 at the front.
Oh. Only if I could save that one.
Right.
6s might have been nice later.
That's 2. And now 3 for 6.
That one.
And 3 for 6.
Oh.
Alright. Where's the next gun? This one here? Yep.
There's a 3 in a row.
That's 3 for 4s. Ooh. 3 for 6s.
Oh.
And 3 for 6s.
Nothing.
Okay. Got another gun somewhere? Is that
Over
it?
here?
Thank you. Is that canister?
Shouldn't be.
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
So it's a straight shot. Just curious if you can get anything. Yeah, you can get that. That's 3 for 4 at the front. And 3 for 6 at the back. Okay, let's start back over here, Velker. 2 for 4.
Oh.
Kill
Oh,
shot.
nice.
He's out of there.
Good shooting, Tex.
Big. That's huge. Let's go.
1 for 4.
Got him.
Dice are fickle. Nuffle giveth and Nuffle taketh away. That is 3 for 4 right here.
1. And there they go.
That shakes him.
Ooh.
And over here. Achilles 1 for 4. Yep.
All right, Velker. Now what?
That was the bombardment. That was free. Now what, as the man says.
Fatigue cavalry can't charge, can they?
No.
Such a shame. Now the opportunity is there.
It's a target-rich environment.
Definitely. Okay. Oh, that bombardment cost us 1, right? Okay.
Hey, CWP. Which one of you gents is out behind that moniker? It's good to see you.
Well, Velker, what do you think?
Well, our main objective, number 1 to survive, number 2 to protect Quatre. Is there anything
Correct.
you can do to do that? Is there anything like to block off this road or ensure against these cavalry running around us?
Okay. At the moment, we're in defense in depth at the moment
Right.
we don't have anybody else we can bring in.
Right.
The only movement that would probably be of any value at all is for this unit to change his facing.
Is that within range?
No.
No,
So do that. Maybe move these.
Do you want him to change his facing or his formation?
His face.
well, we need him to face basically this direction.
Oh, okay.
So we could move him. That's a move, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we could turn him, scooch him left, and then maybe bring these guys up.
Can I do that with the guns there?
It'll cost you more.
If you interpenetrate, it costs you 2, but other than that, yeah.
But the guns won't be able to move. It's just the
No,
infantry. Right?
the guns have to limber to move. You can. How far can you move you have a slight ability to move an unlimbered gun.
And prolong one within. If you're within,
Unlimbered, prolong.
like, if they're within 8, if they're close to the enemy, they can prolong.
Can they pivot in place?
Yeah.
Yes, that they can do.
Okay. All right. Well, let's pivot them. How far can they pivot?
Much as you want.
Oh, okay. Well, that works. Okay.
In that case,
You
how about
can't.
these-
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, that's fine.
how about-
There we go.
oh, never mind.
All
Never
right.
mind.
What were you gonna tell me, Felker?
Never mind. I was thinking perhaps those guys could turn into line, but that's another order.
Yeah, it's a different order.
Right. And then for these guys,
Hey, Mike. Good to see you. Absolutely. Advertise the Canadian Wargamer podcast. I'm appearing on the next episode. Do it. So which one? So is that all you wanted to do with him?
yes.
All right, that's fine.
So that cost us 2, right?
Nope, cost just 1 because you didn't interpenetrate. You didn't wind up interpenetrating.
Okay. That'll work.
That's 1. You can move him too if you wanted to. Move him up or whatever. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, at the moment, he might as well stay where he is.
All right. So that's
Um,
another point that was not in the face of the enemy. You may continue.
All right, Velker.
Why do you keep looking at me? I don't know what to do. I'm confused.
You're in command.
Why am I in command?
Default. That happens on the battlefield. OJ
Right.
was in the saddle and got shot.
You've been here for both days. I just got here.
Look, I just work here.
Make a decision. Make a decision.
Live. I don't know.
So do you want to? Anything you want to pass? You want to? I mean, I suppose
we could-
theoretically you can try. Can you even?
We could volley.
You can volley. You could try to rally these guys. Kills Manega. I don't think Kills Manega has any other damage.
Don't you mean Kilman Sega?
Kielmansega. Yeah, Kielmansega. You're right.
Have you been saying that wrong this whole?
I think I may have been.
For all of history?
No, all of it. No, they were here before I was.
No, were you saying this wrong for all of history?
I think so.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
I was always a little confused.
So you gonna volley? What you gonna do?
We didn't volley this turn.
No.
Ooh.
No, we did not.
I don't know how Ollie would really be until they get closer, right? 'Cause most of our guys aren't in range.
Or you could move this horse out of the way and try to rally it later.
Yes, yeah.
However, since he's already fired over there, you don't have to worry about that at the moment.
What?
He has already shot you.
Oh.
So he can't shoot at you again over there. So you can wait to try to pull those guys out. Because if you move them, it's going to be an interrupt.
No, if you move him out of 8-inch range. Oh, that's right. It is. Yeah, never mind. It is. Sorry.
But he could also try to charge me.
Aha!
Right?
Hmm?
He could also try to charge me.
Yep.
It'd be very silly, but he could try.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd be flanked.
No, there's no such thing.
I mean, there is, but it's he'd still be a -4 for fighting cavalry.
Yeah,
And-
he's at a -4. What's the flank?
Your
What?
flank is you're in poor formation. So you both would have to leave -4, so
Oh, okay.
it washes
I got
out. But
-3.
Yeah, he'd be at a -3.
I think it goes to 0.
Yeah,
I
it
think
goes
it's-
to 0.
I would have a 0, and he would have a 2. So he'd have a 2 advantage on me.
Yeah, he'd actually have an advantage.
It still wouldn't be the smartest idea in the world.
He's untouched. Oh my goodness.
So,
Well, what do you want to do,
yeah, you gotta
Velka?
do something, including
Make a
pass.
decision.
What?
Like they say in command school, if you're in command, command. Make a decision.
Alright, we'll pull these guys out.
All right.
All right.
That is at a minimum. That is a decision. I respect that. If you
That's
don't
right.
take them through the marsh, it doesn't count as a thing, and you get it doesn't count as a complication, so you don't have to pay as much. You're at mass. You got 16 inches.
They decided they didn't want any of that. No, sir.
I think that's
Absolutely
that's a
not.
very reasonable move. You are now out of range, so that's all set. But that is, however, in the face of the enemy, so they get to go. Oh, by the way, Velker, just so you seem to have forgotten this whole thing.
Those guys are ours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Why'd you say anything? I was waiting for it to be a surprise.
Okay,
Maybe
well-
they would forget.
Well, you surprised me.
You surprised your own.
So, but that was in the face of the enemy. You can't activate them as part of the same brigade. French turn.
I was hoping they would think that these were ours and
Lull them into a false sense of security.
have these guys move that way.
It's okay, Velker. I thought they were ours too.
Yeah, everybody in the
See, it
field
was
thought they were.
working, and then you just had to
French.
say something.
Yeah, they were well camouflaged.
What
They
the
are
heck?
Belgian.
Chrono, what the heck?
I dropped
You
my
got-
phone.
You got 2 regiments of cavalry in our rear.
One of them is ours.
What'd you say?
One of those is ours.
One of
This
those is
one-
ours?
Yeah,
This
he
is
Yeah,
ours?
sent this
Oh.
one, the 6th chasseur, back to answer them to say, "What you doing back there?"
I see mine in my baggage. Go away.
And then everybody promptly forgot they were there. Of course, they are Belgians, so maybe the French thought
Yeah,
they
you
were
never
still on
know.
their side.
You never know.
Wait, are you Walloons or are you French speaking?
Don't start it. We're gonna get Chrono's sister on here, all up in her feelings about the Prince of Orange.
Okay, Chrono. I guess
Um,
it's over to us, huh?
Yeah. I'm thinking.
I mean,
I want to do a rally over here while I'm outside of enemy engagement range.
I'm sorry, which one are you doing?
These guys.
Oh, whoa, I was in the wrong place. 2nd Battalion, 61st line?
Yep.
No, it's
They
those guys
have-
in front. Because these
Yep.
guys are fine.
These two both have it.
That's 3.
And he has 1.
Which one you want to do first?
I'll do the 1st Battalion 61st.
All right, well, 1 for 4. 3.
Got on 4 anyway.
Oh,
And then he's 3 for 3. So
Mhm.
got 2. I'll take it.
Mostly better.
is this a global order?
No, it's the force order.
Okay.
Typically by brigade.
I
But
mean,
not near the enemy. Continue.
what I do notice is these guys are just within range. So you change formation, you could hit him with 2 battalions, probably.
This one and this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. But I didn't realize that the 4th light were within range.
They're just about.
Yeah. So what'll be one change formation
Yeah,
to
you wanna-
mass.
Yeah,
And then-
one order change formation. They will get an interrupt though because they are as Joe will be near the enemy to do that.
Okay. Okay. Are you okay with me doing that now, or?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. All right. So change formation first.
Hmm.
If I can drop this guy right. Okay. So does he get an interrupt
Yep.
because that's within 8?
Yep,
Mhm.
and I have no other formation changes to do. So
Okay.
So allies, what you want to do?
All right, Velker. You wanted to do a
You got
formation
a
change.
Hobson's choice.
Yeah. You
Horsey's
wanted to
running
do a
around,
formation
although you're not
change.
in their arc, so they can't charge you this turn.
Alright, these guys could go into line.
Yeah, or you can go into line.
You could put these guys in line.
That's what I was just saying. That would be in the face of the enemy, right?
Yep.
It would, so he's going
But
to
formation is
shoot at us
global,
right
so you'd want to
afterwards.
make sure you didn't want to do any other formation changes. What's it to be?
I don't know if there's any other formation changes to be made, but not seeing any.
So you're going to make that one?
I think so. I don't quite know what else to do.
Again, I don't think it's a stupid idea. You could always rally that horse. You could try to rally that horse if you wanted to. Before you did that. If that's what you wanted to do. Like every great game, there are a billion choices.
All those decision points.
Do you have any moves you want to make, Achilles?
That's a fair question. Since we're doing formation change, I think I will change this unit into line. A thin red line there.
Well, what else you gonna give them, right?
okay, so that's interrupt, I guess.
Yeah, that is. Did
Yep.
you pay? Just making sure the allies paid that point.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you. All right, you went and did it.
So we charge.
Yep, let's do it. 2 points.
Yep.
One for the train and one for the charge because of our attack columns.
So let's have a look here. That you go straight ahead, and this center point must strike the unit, which it's doing just fine. Look at that.
It can move more than 2.
Bonk.
There.
Right, because it's a charge.
Yeah.
Same over here.
Is that in range?
Yep. Exactly. It was exactly. It was on a hair, but it was. Now the interesting piece of this melee, unless you've got other moves for.
You can also move the rest of Jaman if you want.
You can move the rest of Jaman before we resolve this melee, because this is going to have an interesting quirk. I would argue, despite my own frustrations, it is the most controversial rule in Lasalle.
They can only get 2. They can only get 2, unless they're charging.
Right.
So
you can go 6 inches off, depending on how you want to look
yeah,
at it.
I think he was within because
Okay.
that whole unit's been kind of scooching up for a bit.
So 2 inches, as you say?
Yep.
All right.
And you can also move that line down there. That'll be. You could bring him. Well, they can only move 4 base widths, right? In
Yeah.
line.
Yep.
So it's 8 inches, but you could get up. If you have 8 inches of movement, you can get up to here, basically. So if that's within 8, you're golden.
Right there.
Yep.
All right.
All set?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk about that most controversial rule. Your bottom line here is you have to pick which one of these suckers is your attacker. Because the other one just gives you an outnumber. I'm assuming it's going to be the 6.
Yeah, whichever has the higher strength.
Yeah, which is going to drop you to a 5 because you're in the bad terrain.
Okay.
However, you have the advantage of outnumber +1,
Mm-hmm.
which is a 6. Velker, on the other hand, is a 4. I see no other modifiers.
Let me see. Is that really
6 to 4.
That's one die.
Hang on a second. Chrono's looking at something.
Are you sure it's one die?
Yep.
What does resilient do? I forget.
Resilient allows him to rally in the near the enemy.
In the face of the enemy. Okay.
It's why that outnumber gives people the itch.
Why? Because it only gives it a +1?
Exactly.
I mean, I guess it depends on how decisive melee was in Napoleonic Warfare.
But I think they both roll a die though, because it says each of the units get the modifier. The unit's combat score is calculated by starting with the highest number currently showing on strength track. The number can be modified. The player then rolls a die and adds its result for a final combat score.
So he gets the better of them?
No, because it's the way they do it in Blucher too, where you resolve all the defenders first and you resolve all the attackers.
I see.
You're looking on page 81.
Yeah, I'm looking.
76.
I'm looking through. Yeah,
Look, it said start at 76.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you calculate each unit's combat score, and then you compare those combat scores.
So he gets. So if he drives them. Okay, but therefore, as you calculate the combat, mark this score temporarily. There it is. Yeah. Okay. If any, okay, there it is, yeah. And that's where we get to page 81. If any attacker's combat score is greater than the opposing defender's score by 3 or more. Okay. Very good.
Right.
All right. But it's still gonna net, although this one is still weaker. So this one is gonna be a
And he's a 5.
5. No, he's gonna be a 6.
Yeah, because
He's going to be a 6 because it nets over to the outnumber.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's going to... they just stay the same. So he's a 6, he's a 5, and Velker is a 4.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's start over here with the 6. That's you, Joe.
Okay.
So,
Alright, let me get the dice roller. Let's see what happens. 4.
10. Now a 5.
Okay.
8.
An 8.
Velker on a 4.
10 and 8. Ooh, that's dead.
That's dead, yeah.
Outscored by 3 or more, he breaks.
Velker's dice decided to take a picnic tonight.
Were either of your dice rolls odd? One of them was, I think.
Mine?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the first one was an odd, wasn't it?
Let me check.
Shouldn't it be in the chat?
Your first one was a 4, second one was a 3, so the second unit takes...
One. So the second guy, because you rolled odd, he takes a disruption.
Oh, okay.
The other
Yeah.
guy does not.
because basically how it works is if you're no longer engaged, infantry takes a disruption on a odd roll. Cavalry always takes a disruption after combat, even if they're not engaged.
Unfortunately, he is not eligible for a huzzah.
Who is not?
You are. You are not eligible for a huzzah because you have to do that all by yourself.
Yeah. I think huzzah markers only work if you break an enemy unit single-handedly.
Still pretty good stuff, but that does take us back.
Kempt's brigade's looking very unkempt, as has been said.
I just need to check something.
Is the 95th the only thing left from Kempt?
Yep. No, I think it is actually. Yep. The what I am checking is the Allies are very, very close to their sudden death breakpoint.
Ooh.
I would think so. Since they don't have a left flank anymore. Velker, you need to give the order to run to Brussels.
Well, no, run up to Waterloo anyway. Hopefully find some Prussians there. I was a little disappointed he didn't count this.
Oh, is this in the...
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Is it?
Yeah. Because the problem is, all those Kempt guys are 20 pluses.
I thought it was the number of units that were...
No, it's point value.
I thought it was... Let me find the sudden death rules.
Yeah, I was just reading it.
Down to the advanced rules?
No. It's one of the ways you win.
94, sudden death.
Some scenarios have a sudden death point specified. Oh, okay. At the moment, either player loses a unit breaking that puts his total... Oh, yeah. Total number of broken units. Oh, okay. So I don't have to do that torturous math.
No, I mean, it says 1/3 is the generally accepted one.
And it's actually set that way in this scenario.
Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, I was
7,
looking
8.
at, that's interesting because I was looking at points, and it's pretty dramatic. Anyway, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it'd be 7.
Ooh, very close. 4, 8.
Artillery count?
2, yeah. 3. So they don't have any artillery going.
20.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're one away.
Uh-oh.
Here. So I'm looking at it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they have 20 units, including artillery,
6.
and they've lost 6.
Yep.
So that's...
Yep. One more. Next unit is break.
Come on, Velker, we can lose them all.
Allies.
All right. Now, what do we do now? Situation critical.
Not die.
Hold on. For 2 more turns.
There's only one rule. Don't die.
Although, that does kind of get the idea of how Quatre felt for the Allies at times. Having read some accounts of it, they were very hard-pressed for portions of the day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
I think we just pass. I don't know what we do. Well, I guess we just shoot.
Well,
Who can shoot?
maybe you could make some use of these Belgian horse up here.
Want me to charge them?
Well,
Yeah,
at a
why
minimum,
not?
you can... Oh,
They're
those
not-
guys.
they're not in range yet.
They can charge. Oh, that's
They're
right. It's
not-
only 8 inches. I keep...
Yeah.
Yeah, their charge range
It's not
is...
Blucher. In Blucher, you can charge all the way across the table if you want
You
to.
charge your move, yeah. You got to get to within... It's interesting. Their move is not their charge.
Yeah, you have to get engaged first and then charge.
Engaged is 4 base widths, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Or you could try to rally these Dutch hussars over here.
Sure, why not?
There you go.
Yeah, why not? If you get...
It won't trigger
That's
interrupt.
definitely a thing. That's 5 for 3.
Ones and twos, ones and two. Ah, nuts.
All but one.
Now, see, that actually could matter.
He's not gonna get shot and die with these.
Well, I mean, it kind of puts them back in play, and there's a lot of guys with their flank facing you.
But I'm not 28 inches again.
You know,
True.
true.
But it won't
However,
See, but the problem that the Allies have. I mean, let's not kid ourselves here. They've got one unit to give.
there's not a lot of wiggle room.
The Allies need to be thinking about just surviving, which is backing up.
yeah, the problem is we've got units in square that are squarely
Yep.
that are going to get blasted,
Yep.
and there is
But-
no way to
But
back
you
them out of
saw
there.
you saw what happens if you sit there in square too long.
Yeah, but if he takes them out of square, they're going to get destroyed by the Lancers.
Yep.
So there's not a lot of decision there.
Yep.
I mean, there's not much they can do. They either have to hang on and hope they survive, or put themselves in a position to get destroyed by the Lancers.
I'm guessing that if we were to take these guys, formation change them, and back them up to here, like square with these guys, they're not going to take as much damage. Because
I might have
don't know
mentioned you, Amelia.
if
It's
these
entirely
Lancers-
possible.
I don't know if these Lancers would be able to squeeze in there. I think they'd get stuck on the square.
I think you're probably right. Yeah, if you wanna try to do that,
So, how far can you move in square?
No, you have to change formation.
no, you'd have to change formation, right?
That change formation then will move the momentum back to us, right?
Right, and then they'd be able to charge.
And then they're going to get charged.
Yep.
It's a momentum game.
Oh, it's so much different than Shaco.
You have observed that.
Well, I mean, come on, it's my first time playing it.
No.
So-
It's yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any way to do that, to be honest with you.
Well, yet another thing, that outnumbering thing is the number one complaint about that I've seen of Lasalle 2. The number two, and I have no sympathy for it, squares should be able to move.
I want them to be able to.
I know
don't
you
get me
do right
wrong,
now.
but-
Hey, Velker,
Yeah.
what about all right, these guys aren't going to be able to charge over here,
Right.
but he can't charge you either. And if you take these guys and move them out in this direction, then you're starting to threaten the whole back part of his line.
Right. But
And that's not in the face of the enemy, so
It could
Is
be
it?
if he moves into range.
only if you move into range. But if you come out here somewhere,
I suppose I don't see anything wrong with that. Why not?
I mean, they might as well get back in the fight.
Right.
God knows we don't have enough people as it is.
I moved the bow.
All right, you move the Mo, and then they come. Yep.
Okay, did you already move it?
Yep.
It's 16. Should be
Oh,
16.
16.
Oh,
Buffer.
16.
And it's still your turn.
Okay, what is
Maybe
left to do?
Do you think I should be inside? Even if it does give the momentum to them, that means we can charge next turn if they don't move.
This is true.
This is true. Sure, why not? What do we got to lose, Velker?
Gotta be 8 inches.
I am within inches.
All right, back to
Yeah.
the French.
Okay. Well,
Worry about
Chrono.
that. I'll worry about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Could keep pressing with Tissot, although I like my cavalry where it is. I have a couple other ideas, but it's all going to cost a lot of momentum.
Well, I mean, we're their army is on the verge of breaking, so pressing the attack would probably be the best bet.
I agree.
So you are
Violence of
so
action.
reputed, Amelia. You are so reputed. Hey, OJ.
I think I want to get campy up into the action more.
Okay.
I have
'Cause I
enough
like-
friends in the theater that when you tell me you're going to get campy, I have other thoughts.
So first we're gonna
I'll be right back.
right, and pull this guy back.
He's buggered off.
And where is this? Basically get 2 more inches there. I think we're in within 8. Oh, maybe just about. Basically another 2 inches there. Whoever's starting outside of 8 can get closer if he wants. If there's room. There is not room, though. Without blocking my guns. So I will just have to...
And keep your lane open.
Yeah. Let's bring him up there. But stay...
This is a fascinatingly different fight from the first time we played this.
There we go. Now he's just within.
Did the game end in the same way though?
No.
I think Allies won that one, I think.
Yep.
Really?
Because they did a very effective delaying action
Yeah,
up
they
here on
stayed
the German.
edge of
They never really came south of the road.
Interesting.
Yeah. that is-
They made the French march the whole length of the battlefield under the artillery.
Okay.
All right. So that is within face of the enemy, though. So we'll have to hand it over.
Allies, you got anything?
All right. Do you want a volley? I don't actually know. Well, let's see. What can we shoot at? There.
There's not too many shots out there for you.
Yeah, we don't have too many shots
There are
at this
some.
point.
There are some.
Might be better off to pass and hang on to it just in case.
Velker,
Just in
pass?
case he brings anybody closer. What do you think, Velker?
So what do you think?
Pass and see if they get closer.
Sure. It's not like we would hate ending the turn.
Yeah. That's accurate. Okay, so Allies pass. French. Do you pass?
I need to discuss something with Joe here.
Okay.
Want to pass? Nice and easy.
It's easy. Just 4 letters. There you go.
That's right.
1 syllable.
Couldn't be simpler.
Mm.
Okay. We're doing information change.
Yeah.
All right.
So these guys right here, right?
Yep.
Form square.
I'm going to judge you.
You can judge me all you want. It's your game.
Look at that's
He's
good.
got a point.
You form good square.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not that far off from Napoleon's battles.
There you
go. Any other formation change you want to do? We could shake to sew out in the line and shoot this guy. What do you think?
For who?
Oh no, he'll cover your guns.
He'll mask the horse artillery if you do that.
Yeah,
Rather leave the horse artillery there to shoot. These guys are fine in mask. I'm trying to move up and get to grips, so I'm not that worried about
This guy here thinks he's within.
He is
No,
not.
he's
Well, when
not.
you're done
He's
with
out.
formation changes, you're gonna have to check with the allies. But
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are fine in mass.
Yeah. Because you still want to keep moving.
Yep.
This guy could charge him next turn if he wanted to, but he's not.
I mean, I don't think I've got any other formation changes to do.
Yeah.
Though your cavalry's fine in mass that way.
Yeah, that's really the only formation they generally.
yeah, they
tend to
can't
use
form
this
line
game.
in the base game.
Oh, okay.
Sam's like, that's not how they. Sam has his notes like, that's not how they usually get it. If you really want to do it, here it is.
Here's the optional rule for it, but I don't recommend it.
Okay.
Because realistically, cavalry squadrons tend to attack in waves rather than a giant engulfing line.
Makes sense. Okay, I don't think I have any more formation changes.
All right. So unless Chrono's got something that flips it to the allies.
Yep, I'm done.
What do you say, Velker? We pass again?
Yeah, I think we pass.
The,
Yeah,
the
nothing's-
allies pass.
nothing's
do the French,
changed.
do the French pass?
We have to. We don't have any momentum left.
That's it. All right.
Sweet.
2 turns. Can the allies survive for 2 turns? Let's find out. 5 and 7, because Kemp
Actually,
Kemp
we
is
were
still
stupid
there,
there.
right?
He
He's
is
still
just
got-
one. He has one.
There's one guy in that brigade left. So that's 5 and 7. The baggage is there, so it's 7 and 9. Gonna roll for the general.
Yes.
All right. Allies, same.
Yes.
yes. Yeah, we made a terrible mistake there, Velker.
Yeah, we should have shot it.
We should have. We should have volleyed. We didn't volley.
1 each.
I'm at 10.
8 and 10.
You've been doing all right at skirmish dice there, Joe. So I'll let you do it again.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is this was a profound disadvantage now because this skirmish die is now 25 to 51.
And yet,
And yet, you're right.
It's fine.
It's fine.
it
Not
might
a
be.
lot of 6s on those white dice.
I'm not
No,
seeing a
there
lot.
are.
Not seeing a lot of 6s.
Nope.
I got 5.
5, that's good. 6.
No!
It's so close with so many dice. I love it.
You get
Like
1
twice.
skirmisher allies on the allies.
Where do you want to put our skirmisher?
You get 1 guy.
You put it on the rifles to make him.
Yeah.
He can't shoot well, or you put him on. You can put him on their artillery pieces too.
Well, it depends on what you're gonna do. You know, if you're coming up with Campy, put it on the artillery piece. If we're gonna attack Kempt, we'll put it on him.
Well, it doesn't affect hand-to-hand combat. It's more their shooting. So I think let's put it on their foot artillery back here.
All right.
This one
Sounds
there.
good.
Yep.
Plink. French, you're up.
I think we're gonna open up with a bombardment.
It's not a surprise because the game is in reach with that, so we'll see what happens.
He's gonna have to go this way. So
4 for 4.
Need some sharpshooting artillery.
3.
that.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yep.
3 for
How many
those
points
3.
has he got left?
1.
Oh,
Why don't, as a matter of fact, why don't you see if you can hang that?
Okay.
3 for 3.
Before we do everything else,
Yeah.
he does
Yeah, he
with
does.
1 die.
That's it. That's ball game.
Sudden death.
The Allied army breaks on a sudden death defeat. That's what I was actually looking at the whole time. I was like, those Osterode guys are way too far forward. Especially when I did say, in fairness, back up.
You did say back up.
Um,
They weren't near the enemy, so they could have.
yeah,
we would have cost them a couple mo, but they
gone
could.
back. So still, what a great fight. What a great system.
After the first 4 turns, I didn't think we were going to pull it off.
No, No, I thought the Allies had this. I think the big turnaround came down to, look, there was some wicked evil dice right here. When the Royal Scots and I forget which other elite unit got lit like a Christmas tree, that was a big shift in the wind, no doubt about it.
Right. I pulled this other artillery piece over and then unmasked it and was like, here's some canisters.
Yeah. Ooh, so bad, so bad.
Combined arms.
It was an exciting game. I enjoyed the heck out of it. I enjoyed the heck out of Lasalle. It, as I've listed on my Twitter feed, it has surpassed Shaco 2 as my favorite game at this level. Blucher still is my favorite overall, but this is the cat's pajamas, and now we've actually trained Joe up. So when the time comes for us to do our club game, and he gets to bring his 1809 British ?
You're the expeditionary force.
We understand. We understand.
Yes.
When he gets to bring his 1809 British, he'll know what to do, and he'll be more set to maneuver his troops. But still, good fight on both sides. What a wonderful way to do Waterloo Week. I'm still not certain what tomorrow will bring. I've got Chrono in the slot up against, I think, Dalinor, actually, to do our sharp practice game. Unfortunately, I had a very dear friend pass on Saturday, and we're trying to figure out funereal arrangements, so we're playing it by ear. I think we'll be here, but I'm not 100% sure, so I will let you all know in the Discord server. But we will definitely be here, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, on Saturday for the 1815 campaign for Snappy Nappy.
Oh, that'll be a blast.
That is, well, it's going to be both a blast and utterly ridiculous. I can't imagine a better way. On Friday, I slotted you, Chrono, and Dalinor for this, to play the Waterloo scenario for Blucher. You up for that?
On Friday?
Yeah.
I think I have something else scheduled that night.
Okay. We'll figure that out, because I do have the Blucher scenario for Waterloo set up. Velker and I played it last year, actually. It's really just a 2-player scenario.
It seems like a fun scenario, but that's the night I run my One Ring game. So.
Oh my goodness! Well, that's very cool too. So we'll play. So stick around to the channel. Little bit in flux on Thursday, Friday. Saturday is no question. We're here for Snappy Nappy, so check it out. Wow, a lot of fun. What else do we got here? You are most welcome, E4 Airman. It was an absolute pleasure to see you. What about the Swedes, though? Very funny. We have Bernadotte jokes going on in the chat. That is why I love you people.
If you ever do an 1813 club game, I will make a Swedish force.
Thanks to you, Michael. Thanks, Has. That's well, no, and that's what we should absolutely. Well, why wouldn't we, right? I mean, we've got enough. The Swedish forces are a little limited.
They are, but it'd be interesting all the same.
Well, we've got a bunch of stuff. We'd have to figure out what exactly we've got, because we were able to bring them into Leipzig. So they're definitely there. I know we've got line, guard, and some horse. So we've got some stuff.
Yeah.
And we can.
If you're going to use the Swedes, we should just do Poltava.
We are not doing 18th century battles. For God's
Great
sake.
Northern War.
The Great Northern War. Yeah. You're Charles the 12th. Anyway, it's a real pleasure to hang out with you all. Pleasure to see everybody online. We got a nice crowd tonight. That is... Haz is volunteering to make the Swedes for that game. Good. Haz is taunting me now by making Swedes. That's what I wanted to hear. Well done, Chrono. You have driven the Haz to acts of sedition.
It's not sedition.
He's a bit of a rebel anyway.
He was told that Bernadotte was gone for the Swedes.
I'm just periodically going to be spawning French troops around you. You understand that? You best pay attention to this table, because there's suddenly going to be cuirassiers when you didn't think they were there.
They're going to show up like those Belgian cavalry way back out there somewhere.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Why are there suddenly 2 entire regiments of French cuirassiers? No, Royal Empress Dragoons. That's what I want. The no, Amelia, you're encouraging again. You are encouraging again, and I'm trying to prevent that. A lot of fun. Thank you all so much. Best to you. Come in for the other games until we get back together again. Please take care of yourselves and one another. We'll talk soon. Good night, Ian.
Oh, no, no. I mean, I'm not sure if you saw the first part of the game, Joe,